What is up, my frosty brethren? My name is Arctic, and today I'm bringing you guys a Destiny gameplay talking about the Taken King update. There was some information that came out on the web about the Taken King in regards to their story that's coming out on Game Informer. There's some snippets from that were pulled and kind of discussed and circulating. And I've been checking out some different spots, Reddit, forums. Obviously, we've been having a couple conversations on Twitter and stuff like that. So it kind of seems like it's mixed feelings from what I can tell. I talked about it as well on my podcast with Skyless last night. So just kind of broadly talking about the changes, they're removing light levels in favor of the experience-based leveling that you basically know from levels 1 to 20. And then once you get to 20, your armor takes you up to level 34. So the level cap is being raised to 40 in Taken King, and then they're removing light levels. So it sounds like you're going to have to level from 20 to 40 if it's being removed. They're removing Peter Dinklage from the game entirely, meaning they're going to retroactively basically redo all of the audio for the Dinklebot in favor of Nolan North's voiceover. So we're going to have Northbot on all your current story stuff and for the Taken King. And then all of your weapons and armor, I mentioned the light armor, will basically not be able to be upgraded when the Taken King releases. So you know, there's just a bunch of different stuff. I'm going to cover the light level stuff first, and I was most probably concerned about this because if they remove it, then that means I have to level from 20 to 40. Look, it's not a huge deal, just something I don't feel like doing, right? If they could have calculated a way to determine what level I would be based off of my time put in, I wouldn't have to worry about getting another 20 levels instead of 6. So, you know, that's kind of like, I'm not too happy about that. But it's definitely hasn't been clarified if that's the case, but I would assume that it is, because if you remove all your armor and you have no light level armor on, you're going to be level 20, right? So basically, I'm under the assumption that that's going to be the case when the Taken King comes out. I'm going to have to go from 20 to 40 on all 3 of my characters. So 60 levels. Let's go. We can do this. The other thing that, you know, again, I'm not a story guy. If you guys follow my channel, I post mostly 99% of my content is PvP. So Peter Dinklage being removed from the game is a non-factor for me. You know, I didn't think his voiceover audio was great by any means. It was probably slightly below average, and obviously there's a couple memes. Wizard Came from the Moon being one of them, right? But you know, I am very surprised that they are going retroactively and stripping all of his audio, so we won't get any of that shit, which is really surprising for me. I'm just blown away that they're going to go as far as just strip him from the game like he wasn't even there. And obviously Nolan North, veteran, you know, voiceover work in the gaming industry. So, you know, maybe that's a win. Maybe that's a good win. But it's certainly trying to help their efforts of creating a better narrative for Destiny, which Bungie themselves said is the story is on par with Lord of the Rings and Star Wars. And so far, they have not remotely held up to that end of, you know, having that type of fulfilling, enthralling, engrossing experience for single player, from my point of view. So maybe Nolan North will help them get there, but I still think it's a little messed up that they're completely wiping Dinklebot from the game. Rest in peace. The last thing this is probably the most controversial, is that your legendary and exotic, all your weapons and stuff, basically will not be able to be upgraded for the Taken King. And I think this is one that people are maybe a little salty about, because you know, folks have their favorite weapons. And for those that watch me either streaming or have seen me you know, post these videos, I don't have a favorite weapon. So I'm not really attached to any weapon specifically, because I've used just about everything that I can get my hands on in the game in PvP. So it makes no difference to me what they do with the weapons, to be perfectly honest. I'm actually kind of happy that some of this stuff will be nullified. Obviously in PvP, it shouldn't really matter unless it's Iron Banner or Trials of Osiris, because, you know, levels don't really make a big, huge difference. But if they effectively nerf some of those weapons or don't allow them to upgrade, then you're going to be in a situation where someone is level 40 and you're not going to be able to do damage to them, or as much damage as you potentially could. So you're going to have some min-maxers that are like, this is pretty useless. So that'll naturally kind of evolve the meta to, you know, the more upgraded weapons. Now, one you know, class of weapons being the exotics, I'm a little like puzzled as to why those specifically can't be upgraded. We don't have all the details. Maybe they can, who knows, but it doesn't sound like they're going to be. And I feel like that doesn't quite make sense. Just considering Bungie's pattern throughout the years, like each content that they've released, they've been like, oh, okay, yeah, you can upgrade some of these weapons. Okay. And then especially after House of Wolves, and they're just like, hey, use this etheric light and bump up all your levels for every single gun that you basically have, right? All the legendaries. But with Taken King, they're saying, nah, you can't do that. So, you know, it's just a really strange way they've kind of gone about the evolution of weapon progression and what that necessarily means for the game and you as a player. So now you just, I think most people are going to be back on their weapon collection grind. There might be a lot of dismantled gun parts that are laying in your inventories now, instead of having all that space taken up. So, you know, that's probably, I think, the most conversation I've seen kind of people have, and people being kind of disgusted with, oh, I did this Vault of Glass raid, this took me a super long time, and now you're telling me these weapons that I have from this are useless. And that's been this general kind of vibe that I've kind of read from folks. It's like, if they put in the effort to get the weapon and now it becomes null, they're a little salty. I would say for the most part, again, this is like typical MMO style stuff, like armor, weapons, all that stuff becomes defunct once the new stuff comes out. Very rarely do I ever remember an opportunity for you to continue to upgrade your weapons alongside your character. So I would say this is not outside of the realm of like industry standards by any means, but based off of Bungie's current patterns, it's a little uncharacteristic for them for sure. And that's pretty much it. That's all the information that we've gotten so far. I am very interested to hear what you guys have to say. What is the thing that's bothering you right now? Is it the light levels? Is it the weapons? Do you not even care? Are you feeling sorry for Dinklebot? Let me know down in the comments, folks. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Until the next time, folks, I will catch you all later. Stay frosty. If you like this video, you should probably click on the one down below. That'll take you to another video. You may like it. A little bit about me. I'm a former pro player. I play PC and console, mostly shooters. I also have a gaming podcast. I do tips and tactics, live gameplays. Check out my Twitch. Also, I work in the industry. Why are you not subscribed?